What I got to do every day, folks, is call in to Zine Zone. So this is my very first call. And here we go. And this will be what I'm about to say. I'm just going to wing it. This is a great trip. I'm really looking forward to it. And meeting Mike has been fantastic. I don't hear any beep yet. See? Here we go. Hi folks, Gino Gang here. It's the first day. I'm in transition. I'm in Detroit waiting for my next flight, and I'll be in LA tonight. Okay, I'm adding to my message because it goes very quickly. Just met a great guy named Mike. He used to dance for the grind. You'll see him on the show this week. Find out a little bit more about Mike. Looking forward to it. Thank you for watching. Bye. That's it. You're going down to New Orleans to see your buddy. What's going on down there? How's your buddy doing?
He's all right.
Is he all right? What's he doing down there?
Oh, it's kind of interesting. He's on a diversion program. He was either that or go to jail. He was down there for Mardi Gras. And let's just say he had a little bit too much fun when he was down there.
Oh, really? And so they made him stay down there? Was he?
It's either that or yeah. He was required to stay down there, either there or at his comfortable home.
What is a diversion program?
It's a program for first-time offenders. I'm assuming, from what I know, usually drug offenders. Kind of get the whole nature of the whole Mardi Gras thing.
Oh, I see. That's what happened. He got caught with some drugs.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going down there to buy them all off him. No, I'm just joking.
Well, that's good, Mike.
I'm going down.
We don't want any drug users on this show.
No. I'm going down there just to see my friend Scott and kind of be more of a positive influence in his life.
Have you seen him since he was incarcerated, or whatever you want to call it?
I saw him one time.
Saw him once.
Yeah.
And how's he doing?
Just before the program. He's a little depressed. I mean, his whole life was taking a whole complete turn. He was going to a business, an MBA program, and his life was taking a complete turn.
Oh, it must be.
Well, to go from one extreme to another, you're getting ready to start starting a new point in your life. And,
right.
And at that point, actually, of going forward, actually, you're going backwards. And I can imagine it's really tough on your psyche.
What were the drugs? What kind of drugs were you doing?
Actually, ecstasy. It's becoming very popular. It's pill form. That's all I know. It's a diversion program. My understanding is he gets drug tested every other day. He's not incarcerated. He's free to go anywhere he'd like. He just needs to see his counselor 1 or 2 times a week.
Is he forced to live in New Orleans?
Well, yes, he's forced to live in New Orleans because this is where the infraction occurred. It's a state problem rather than it's a state. It's in the state court rather than federal court.
So what's your background now? You've done a lot of different things. You were telling me on the plane. You worked for MTV for a little while?
Actually, I did. Wasn't necessarily did a project for them. Used to dance on the grind on MTV.
The Grind?
It's a dance show hosted at that time by Eric Nies, who was on The Real World. Some people know about who he is. And,
yeah.
I danced on probably a total. I'm actually not sure how many episodes, but I danced at 2 separate locations. One in California and one in Long Island.
And you get paid? Did those people get paid?
Yes.
They did? Wow. Pretty well, or what? What was the money like?
Non-union work. Most were non-union, is my understanding, and didn't just get paid per day.
So who do you dance with?
Whoever you'd like. Yourself.
Do you meet girls? I mean, is it okay to meet?
Absolutely.
Is that the whole idea?
Dance with anybody you like.
Do most of those people know each other, or is it just like a party?
Most people don't know each other. They come from anywhere, but there is a certain group there that do know each other because they travel with the show. They're featured dancers. And I asked them. I went up to a person who was in charge and had a headphone on, I said, "You mind if I join in?" And they said, "Sure." You live up there, right? Meaning above the cliffs. And so I said, "Yeah," and which I didn't. And so I ended up dancing the rest of that day. They called me back for another location.
Did you meet any women or anything on the thing?
Yeah, I was pretty uptight the whole time.
Now the women are gorgeous, aren't they? Why were you uptight?
Many of these people were from the East Coast, and I'm in my West Coast mode, and it was in California, and for various other reasons. I was just being filmed while you're dancing.
Do you consider yourself to be a good dancer?
I did, yeah.
What happened?
Well, when you're dancing during the daytime and have no alcohol in you, at least at that point, I was much younger then. It's very difficult to dance. Because I was usually more or less used to dancing in a club environment at night. I was pretty tense, I guess, because I was because I just didn't want anyone to see me.
But after it was filmed, I'm sure you had a big party and you had friends over and they all watched you do some dancing.
No, I just taped it and I show my good friends my tapes, and that's about it.
Right. Good for you.
Great talking to you.
And have a good trip to New Orleans.
We have a great flight down to
and watch
Los Angeles.
Watch Scene Zone.
Oh, you bet.
Okay, buddy. See you later. Bye-bye.
There's a certain buzz, there's a certain energy about the United States.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
There is
I
no
think
doubt.
that reflect comes through from the people and whatever. Every time I come here, the people are all seem to be really alive.
How do they differ from Australians?
We talk different to you and you talk different to us. I think it's really...
Other than that,
yeah.
but do you think that... I mean, I always felt like when I was in Australia I could relax a little bit more.
You could.
I could.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I felt very
well,
relaxed.
That's why I
didn't
think
feel
familiarity with this here, that apart from the difference in foliage in the trees and whatever was quite obvious with all your deciduous trees everywhere, I feel right at home because I feel as though what I look out at is primarily I can find at home anyway.
Right.
Apart from we talk a little bit different.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But I find they're all very obliging people.
Yeah.
You know, some of them will go out of your way to assist.
Yep.
We had a great, fortunate enough that I took my wife and two boys. We're going back to Ireland to my wife's family, so with all our good friends in America, the US, they said come and stay with us. So we basically went right around the world. This is, say, 10 years ago. And touring Washington DC, we started off in the mall there with the museums, and we ended up in front of the White House. And the time we were there was quite warm, and we'd taken our, as we call them, jumpers, but pullovers off. And we did that early. We had a big plastic bag, and it had Myer printed on the bag from Myer department stores in Melbourne. And when we got outside the White House, I said to my wife, "You got the plastic bag?" She said, "No, I thought you had it." So myself and the eldest son, we backtracked for about an hour and a half.
Oh wow!
And in Pennsylvania Avenue, there was this elderly black person sitting on the bench, and he had the Myer bag. So I went up to him and I said, "Oh, excuse me, I think that may be ours." And he said that. He said, "Oh, I've been waiting for you." He said, "At my age, my legs don't carry me that far." He said, "I saw that you left it, and I've been waiting here to see if you would come back." And he'd been there 3.5 hours. I offered him money. He said, "No, I don't want any money." And I said, "Well, I wish there was more people around like you." It was brilliant.
That is brilliant.
So, that was great.
Great story.
So, anyway, good luck
to you.
I'll keep in contact on
Please do.
email or whatever.
And I'll write back to you.